Hello, listeners. I would like to start this video by hello, everyone. My name is Mohammed Jawara. I am the proprietor of GK Farms. GK Farms is an agricultural startup operating in Combo East in the Gambia. My employees have experienced something today that baffles me. I've been dealing with this thing for a while, and this will be the first time I've taken any video for social media consumption. But we've been operating at this place for the last 6 years, and today we've experienced something that is just beyond my imagination. I would like to take this video, and I'm appealing to every Gambian who sees this video to be able to share it with other Gambians. My goal is for the Inspector General of Police to see this video, for the Interior Minister to see this video, and for the Station Chief of Brikama Police Station to also see this video. We all celebrate police officers when they conduct themselves in the best way possible, like one of the junior police officers, Kadi Jaju, did recently. As Gambians, we all applauded her, we all celebrated her, we all appreciated the way she conducted herself under very difficult circumstances. Having said that, though, I think it's also extremely important for us to understand that the Gambia police is actually riddled with so many corrupt police officers. We've been operating for the last 6 years, and my experience has not been the best. But of course, we still keep our smiles going on. We've made a lot of progress over the years, and then, we couldn't be happier to be, in the place that we are in. So, long story short, Inspector General of Police, the Interior Minister, I think it's extremely important for you guys to train your staff, for your staff to get the best possible training they can have in order to conduct themselves with good professional behavior. We encountered people coming to our farm today. We encountered police officers who came to our farm today. I received a call about 8 p.m. Gambian time that the police went to our farm to arrest our boys. And during the arrest, they ended up talking to the farm manager who lives in Canifing. And the farm manager pleaded with the police to leave at least one person in the farm to look after our property, and the police actually refused. They said that is not their business. They claimed that they went to the farm, and this farm, mind you, the farm is in the bush, right? Far from any settlement. Actually, it's in the bush. And you have these boys who are actually working there. These boys are graduates from Charmin and other boys. Some of them actually sleep there. So they came to the farm, entered the farm, then went to the rooms and then started searching the rooms. Okay, one of the boys apparently had a joint. Okay, and this was confirmed by one of the police officers today. He had a joint. They took the joint and then they asked the boys about who actually owns that joint. They all denied owning the joint. And according to them, according to the Gambia Drug Control Act, if you find a lot of people in a situation like that and no one takes responsibility for owning that joint, the law requires that they take everyone from the place and then take them to the station to charge them for whatever the crime is. Now, what our guys told the police officers before they left the farm was, listen, you have property, you have a truck there, okay? This truck I bought from Europe, very expensive truck. We have a tractor there, something I bought from Europe, very expensive tractor. We have equipment there that we purchased from Kenya, very expensive equipment. We have 20 solar panels, 320 watt each, okay? We have boreholes there, thousands of euros, right? We have all kinds of things there. We have a generator there. That's worth like 4,000 US dollars. Like there's so many stuff there. So at night, 8 p.m., they arrested all these boys and refused to leave one person to look just for a joint though, right? I'm not saying that that was okay or it was not okay, but you come into a private property, a Gambian entrepreneurial property at night and arresting everyone that was on site, leaving that property with all these things. If you were not even aware that you have these properties there, then I can understand. But they saw all these things, that they saw the tractors, they saw the truck, they saw the generators, they saw the solar panels, they saw the papayas. We're harvesting our papayas right now, thousands of papayas, 3,000 papaya trees there. A lot of those, or every 2 days we're actually harvesting 400 kilos of papaya. They decided to leave everything there, unprotected, unguarded, because they found a joint in somebody's bag. And when the farm manager pleaded with them to leave at least one person to protect, to look after the property, the answer was, that's none of our business. And I ended up calling these people and I spoke to them. They repeated the same thing. Well, it is unfortunate, according to them, that I was paying attention to my property. But I told them, you guys are law enforcement agencies, right? You're part of the law enforcement umbrella. If you have private property worth a lot of money, and you decide to leave that place like that at night, unprotected, unguarded, how does that really make sense? And we've been there for 6 years. This is the first time this happened. I hope what I'm thinking, and a couple of people, somebody stated this on Facebook and someone else actually called me to say this thing. I hope it's not because we had an opposition leader visiting the farm recently. I hope this is not a setup. I hope this is not a retaliation for that. And I'm hoping that it is not. But it baffles me as to why someone will leave their station at night, drive all the way to the bush, to someone's farm, under suspicion of a joint, a joint, arrest all the people and leave all the property unprotected. So my challenge for you, and this is what I told the police officers, right? I said, if anything get missing over there, the police will be held accountable for that, because that's stupidity, that's ridiculous, that is arrogant, that is, I mean, these people need to go through some training. They need to go through something. There is something called due diligence. You as an officer need to be able to exercise due diligence at all times. Due diligence is extremely important. You need to actually exercise reasonable behavior under different circumstances. Fine, if you want to arrest everyone because no one is taking responsibility for the joint, that's perfectly fine. But why can't you leave at least a police officer there? Or wait until one of the guys, the managers, make it to the place, rather than just leaving the place open like this? Listen, the Gambia fought for change in 2016. And this was a national call. We all answered to that call in different ways. And thank God we were able to effect regime change. But listen, my experience of running a business in the Gambia in the last 6 years, and I've been doing it remotely, is that the Gambia is sprinting back to dictatorship. It's sprinting back to ridiculous. The system doesn't even work. This is just one instance of things that happen on a daily basis. Things that really happen that can only show you that the system that exists there does not work. If this government does not get off its ass to do the right thing. Man, I think this country is just gonna go into some kind of civil war, you know. I mean, this doesn't really work. This is just one instant, but this is just an accumulation of frustrations every single time that something happens. Right now, we're working on a generator that I purchased from Europe to the Gambia. The generator got there like 2 weeks ago, and we're trying to get it out. 2 weeks later, we cannot take it out because of some stupid, sticky, bureaucratic red tape that characterize a system that does not work at all. I mean, listen, how can you have a government that doesn't function? A government that has people working for it that have no training at all. I'm not saying do not arrest them, because that alone is another matter, as a matter of fact, because what actually precipitated this whole arrest, this whole visit to our farm? This is a private property in the bush. Someone is investing in the country to help the country move forward, and the government structure is holding this person back every single step of the way. If it's not some stupid ministry, it's some stupid police officer. If it's not some stupid police officer, it's some idiot at the port. If it's not some idiot at the port, it's some idiot at the customs. If it's not some idiot at the customs, I mean, come on, I'm getting frustrated. There are so many Gambians who want to come back to the country to invest, but man, oh boy, is it difficult to do that in the Gambia? Absolutely, because the system, it's not like the system doesn't work well. The system doesn't work at all. This system encourages corruption every step of the way. People are so arrogant because they wear all kinds of uniforms. They claim to be police officers and all that. So I want the IGP to watch this video. I want him to take an action on this one. I want the Interior Minister to look into this thing. Why would people just get off their ass at Brikama police station, go to the bush at night to arrest people who are working there, leave that entire property? The fence there, just go there, Interior Minister, the fence there costs over $2 million. The fence costs over $2 million. Go check it. The fence alone, nothing else, costs over $2 million. This is insane, man. I mean, people want to come back to the Gambia to take the country forward. All you guys are doing, all of them, all these ministers are just, listen, left me alone, there should be no country called the Gambia. I mean, people, because the system does not work. There's no system there. There's so much corruption, so much corruption. People are just like, seriously. So I'm appealing to you, IGP. I'm appealing to you, the Interior Minister, to take the necessary measures to make sure that something like this does not happen again. Not only to me, but to any other investor or to any other Gambian. This is not different from, this is like a human right issue as far as I'm concerned. People have their right to property. Property rights are extremely important in any genuine democracy. And if you cannot protect people's rights, what else are you going to protect? The IGP and the Interior Minister should really do something about it. They should actually look into what really necessitated this drug squad to leave their station, to visit a farm in the bush, arrest all the employees, take them away, and leave that entire asset unprotected. This is not acceptable. I want you guys to look into that. These officers need to be taught a lesson. They need to be told that this is not acceptable in this new political dispensation that we have in the country. People are getting sick and tired of this system. People are getting sick and tired of this system. Every step of the way. I have like series of things that I can talk about. That every single time you think of these things, you're like, why is this happening? Is this the kind of country that we want our kids to inherit? Is this the kind of country that we want for ourselves? And these police officers have the audacity to tell me over the phone, we don't care about your property. We only care about the law. And my answer to them was, well, the law also protects my property. You think finding a joint in somebody's bag is enough to take all those people there? Please, guys, do your job, man. Do your job and stop this nonsense. Gambians are not going to allow you guys to keep doing this nonsense. You have to stop. This is 2020. We're not going back. We can only move forward. And if you guys don't want to be part of that journey, get off that ship. Get off the ship and get the hell out of there. Let other people have the opportunity to do what is right for the country. Do not stand on the ways of people who are trying to make a change. Do not stand on the ways of people who are trying to make a difference. Do not stand on the ways of people who are trying to move the country forward. If you don't want to be part of it, get out of there. Go do something else. And stop this nonsense. And this is my message, and I expect this thing. If anyone sees this video, please forward it to a place where the IGP can see this. Forward it to a place where the Interior Minister can see it. I'm an investor. I'm trying to help my country. I put my entire life savings into it, and it needs to be protected. The bureaucratic red tapes that are sticky needs to get the hell out of our ways. We are going to keep coming, and they will be coming for you guys. Do the right thing and take care of this thing. Thank you.